Last week, a developer named Mitchell Hashimoto wrote a line on Hacker News that took over the front page. 2,000 upvotes, 1,200 comments. The line was, I believe there are entire companies right now under AI psychosis. He named something a lot of founders have been feeling. You bought Claude. You wired up some automations. Maybe a Zapier into GPT, maybe a chatbot on the site. And quietly, you've been wondering whether any of this is actually doing anything for your business. Mitchell named the disease. He didn't name the test. So here it is. 4 questions. Each one is binary, just yes or no. Run them on every AI workflow you've built. The first question is the yesterday question. What did this AI ship to a real person yesterday without you in the loop? This sounds simple, but most setups fail it. If your answer is, I asked Claude something yesterday and it gave me a good answer, that's chat. That doesn't count. Yesterday's shipping means an artifact actually landed somewhere. A real email hit a real customer's inbox. A real ticket got routed. A real follow up got sent. While you were doing something else, if nothing landed in someone else's hands without you, in between the model and the destination, the answer is no. The thing isn't shipping, it's just available. The second question is the 2 a.m. question. If this AI broke at 2 in the morning, who would you call? You should be able to name a specific person. If the answer is, I'd find out tomorrow when I check Slack, you don't have an AI workflow running. You have an AI workflow running unsupervised. There's a difference. When something breaks at 2 a.m. and nobody knows, the customer finds out before you do. They get the duplicate email. They get the wrong follow up. They get nothing at all. By the time you check on Monday morning, the trust is already gone. A real AI workflow has a named human responsible for it. The human gets paged, not the customer. The third question is the correction question. Did anyone correct this AI this week? And is that correction written down somewhere a different human could read? Every AI workflow makes mistakes. That's not the issue. The issue is what happens to the mistake. If you notice the model wrote an email in the wrong tone and you fixed it in your head, the AI will make the same mistake next week. Nothing improved. The correction died with you. If the correction got written into a prompt file or a rules document or a row in a sheet, then next week the model has the new rule built in. The mistake doesn't happen again. The week after that, a different mistake gets caught and written down. Over a few months, the workflow gets sharper without anyone retraining the model. Captured corrections compound, uncaptured ones don't. The fourth question is the same shape question. Was the input you handed this AI this week the same shape as the input you handed it last week? Or did you have to clean it up first? This one catches the workflows that look like they're running on their own, but actually need you. If you reformatted a spreadsheet, copied data into a different format, or wrote a prompt with this week's context before the AI ran, then the AI isn't running. You're running. The AI is just the last step. A workflow that needs you to clean its inputs every time is really a workflow that needs you every day. That kind of workflow is a manual job with an AI step bolted on. To recap, 4 questions. Yesterday, 2 a.m. Correction. Same shape. 4 out of 4 is an operator. 2 or 3 is in progress. 0 or 1 is what Mitchell called psychosis. Take a sheet of paper right now. List every AI workflow you've built or paid someone to build. Score each one out of 4. Most of them will fail. That's not a problem. That's the starting point. Start with the workflow that scores lowest and fix one question at a time. Yesterday is the only one that compounds, so start there.